Hi there, I'm in World 7 and this is my first impressions video on the Apple Arcade game Falling Night by FairPlay Studios, which is an action 2D platformer with the likings of Shante and Metroid Fusion. It is a single-player game with a weird file size of less than 400 megabytes on the Mac and about 1 gigabyte on the iPhone and iPad. I don't know why that discrepancy is there, but it is. The game is rated for 9+ years old and it is a hard game to play. Before I dive further into the gameplay and as to why it's hard, I would like to mention that it does support controller and keyboard controls. It has a dedicated menu to see all the different control methods, but sadly you cannot modify the keyboard controls. And that's a bad thing because it's sort of an awkward way of doing it. I have a much better way I would like to do it, but it's not letting me. But still, after playing it for about 10 minutes on the computer, I was able to, get a grip on it and just adjust. But still, I so want to do it on my way, but it is playable. The touch controls can be changed at least to 3 different layouts, not necessarily everywhere and however you want. You have to follow one of those 3 layouts, but they're good. The virtual stick does post itself, place itself wherever you put your finger. So that isn't a great touch, and honestly, that is more important than the actual other buttons on the screen. And by the way, the touch controls can disappear whenever you have a controller activated, or you can leave them on if you like so. The art is nice, and I really enjoyed it. The name of the characters, the actual name of the game, the universe itself, it fits with the Holy Grail or something being found. Lancelot is the name of the knight that you're actually playing, if I remember correctly. And it's just this future universe, Holy Grail, knights setting. I dig it, okay? But the thing is, I wasn't able to progress much in the game, to see more and consume more of this universe that I have been presented with. The issue is that, one, wall jumping is buggy and frustrating as hell. The enemies are colorful and challenging, but the game fails to really provide a sense of continuous movement. For example, when I'm just destroying them and chewing bubblegum and feeling like Rambo, I too often find myself in a wall jumping miscalculation because the game feels like it gets stuck when you get to certain points, like it flows perfectly and then bam, a rock or a hole in the ground. And the thing is, it doesn't happen like it takes forever. It happens often and constantly. Therefore, it gets in the way so much that it is frustrating. Because it is, like I said, it is a beautiful game, and especially in the iMac Pro base model that I have, everything looks really sharp, except there's a lot of screen tearing though, which is definitely not necessary, and I believe that needs to be fixed, but it's not to the point that it's detrimental, it's just an annoyance. The difficulty is set to a high level by default, and this is good and bad, because the casual players won't last long. And the hardcore ones will survive, but if they can't overcome the weird wall bouncing and some bugs here and there for their perfect scores or high scores, or avoiding frustration altogether to the point that they quit, it will hurt the audience retention and reach for the game. It has recently been updated to improve the actual input lag, which apparently was a huge issue in the game before I even got to play it. But from what I can tell, input lag is not necessarily there, I would say. It's more of the animations. It sort of has a rhythm to it that's not, it's a little too long or a bit prolonged. So it definitely takes some time to use it. For example, for me, I get a nice thrill from what I played. And I will keep trying to get a better hang for the game. Not dedicating more time. I think it's the issue here, hopefully, since I only played for about 30 minutes. So I will hold my thought on that for the review, and if you would like me to make one, I will. And if you like this kind of video and would like me to make more Apple Arcade games or reviews and first impressions, let me know by subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button with the bell activated so you get the ding notification on your phone when the new videos come out. Hopefully you have a better sound than the one I just made, but My final thoughts are that this game has potential, but there are signs that point towards a damaged goods, package that is worth playing if you don't have something better, like per se you are mainly playing on PC or console games. you might not hold past the frustrations found here. But if this is your main platform or main mobile game, I can see you at least trying to resort, you know, to giving up every time a challenge presents itself and just pushing through, muscling through it. Of course, as long as you're not addicted to the freemium games of this mobile market that... This game, though, compared to those, is definitely worth a try. As you may know, I just detest freemium games when they suck, of course, and most do. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think, and let's keep it going, and I'll keep making these videos for you, and I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.